The selection process in 2018 to narrow down the top 10 stories of the year was a difficult one to say the least. There were more choices than ever. More panelists, 16 in all, selected the final 10 for presentation. Spectacular individual efforts, incredible seasons by players impacting a team's year, and dominating performances of local standouts highlight this year's recipients. No story was on every ballot this year. Here are the Mail Tribune's top 10 sports stories of 2018. Number 10, Prep Wrestling. Prep wrestling has grown over the years in Southern Oregon, from youth programs to prep to college. In 2018, 3 seniors at Crater High School in Central Point captured OSAA state titles. The Comets were led by 160-pound Logan Meek, who captured his 3rd state title and was a 2-time state wrestler of the year. He is signed to wrestle at Oregon State in the Pac-12. The Comets' other champions were Zeth Brower at 120 and Bo Crawford at 220. As a team, the Comets took 2nd in state. Cascade Christian sophomore Gabe Vidlak became the first state champion at that school, taking the OSAA 113 title. In the girls' exhibition competition, it continues to grow as well. North Medford junior Kylie Lopez earned her 3rd state title at 110, and Phoenix sophomore Emmer Truex at 125 took state as well. Number 9, Aldrich Rosas. The NFL Pro Bowl had second-year place kicker Aldrich Rosas doing the duties for the NFC. Rosas, drafted from Southern Oregon University, had a breakout season with the New York Football Giants. He was one of the most accurate kickers in the NFL, making 32 of 33 field goal attempts with his longest of 57 yards, a franchise record, and no double doinks. He was 31 of 32 on PATs, and he's the 3rd former Raider to play in the NFL. He was on the national championship team of 2014 under coach Craig Howard. He was 25 of 32 on field goals in 2 years with the SOU Raiders. Number 8, SOU Softball. Expectations are high in 2019, following the best softball season in Southern Oregon University history last year. NAIA Player of the Year Harley Donovan and second team Kelsey Randall led the team to their 3rd place finish in the NAIA World Series with a 51-15 record in 2018. Donovan, a senior catcher, set an SOU record with 12 home runs, 77 RBIs, which was 2nd in the nation. In the big show at the NAIA World Series, she went 6 for 11 with 2 home runs, a double, 9 RBIs, and 10 walks. During the season, she had an NAIA leading 62 walks. Senior shortstop Randall made the career record book as well. Number 1 in triples with 31, number 5 in hits with 335, number 6 in stolen bases with 154, and number 7 in runs with 235. Each were Cascade Conference records. The 4-time Gold Glove winner batted .368 with 3 homers, 12 triples, and 9 doubles, leading the nation in triples and runs with 73. Number 7, Mike Wilson. One local athlete traveled halfway around the world to get the global recognition he deserved. 35-year-old boxer Mike Wilson of Central Point, his trainers Jimmy and Joe Petrojetti, traveled to Monte Carlo to take on World Boxing Association champ Denis Lebedev of Russia. Lebedev, 39, won with a unanimous decision, and it was his biggest payday as a pro for Wilson, bringing in $115,000. He intends to continue to fight and promote his own cards. Number 6, Elias Spence. A long-standing Black Tornado football record fell this past season to North Medford senior running back Elias Spence. The 6'5", 225-pounder racked up 1,991 rushing yards, breaking the former mark of Ryan Folsom at 1,743 back in 2005. This was only his first full season as a running back, the first team All-Southwest Conference and honorable mention All-State back. He led the OSAA 6A in rushing in the regular season. In previous seasons, Spence played tight end, receiver, and running back, in addition to playing linebacker, defensive end, and on special teams. In the 28 season opener, Spence set a single-game school rushing record with 343 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns against McNary. You can watch a replay of that incredible performance in the archive at TableRockSports.net. Number 5, South Medford Baseball. The 2018 high school baseball season was one of success, struggle, and rebound for the South Medford Panthers. The program climbed the polls to number 1 in the state and looked to be a contender. Late in the season, they clinched the Southwest Conference title and were to face North Medford Black Tornado in the crosstown rivalry. Ninth-year coach Ray Smith was placed on leave following that game for personnel violations and later, after investigation, placed on administrative leave of his duties. The Panthers did go undefeated in the Southwest Conference and had the most regular season wins in Smith's tenure at South, but they lost in the second round of the OSAA playoffs and finished 22-5 on the season. Number 4. Danny Miles. Few coaches in any sport, at any level, can boast a record like Medford's Danny Miles. In 45 years with the Oregon Tech Owls in Klamath Falls, Miles notched his 1,000th win in 2014, completed his career with 1,040 victories, putting him in elite national company with the likes of Mike Krzyzewski, Pat Summitt, Gino Auriemma, and a few others. The Owls won the NAIA Division II national titles in 2004, 2008, and 2012. He earned the 4th highest total among all NCAA and NAIA coaches, and he was voted into the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame following his reign at Oregon Tech. The 1963 Medford Black Tornado entered the Hall of Fame in November with a who's who list of stars in the sport. Number 3. E.J. Holland. It was Forrest Gump who said, "If I was going somewhere, I was running." That very well could be the motto for Ashland Jr. E.J. Holland. He garnered 3 state championships in track and cross country, and big victories in high-profile regional meets, including the Border Clash. In the spring as a sophomore, Holland captured the 3,000 meters in record fashion at 8 minutes and 26 seconds. Then he followed with a victory in the 1,500 at 3 minutes 55 seconds. Holland was ranked 10th nationally among juniors, and he was undefeated in the high school season, 3 times beating the 15-minute barrier on the 5,000-meter course and winning state at 15 minutes 30 seconds. He finished at nationals in 16th place. Number 2. Dante Olson. The Montana Grizzlies football team continue to make names for themselves with defensive standouts like Eagle Point's Tyrone Holmes and now former Cascade Christian challenger Dante Olson. In his junior season, Olson was a first-team All-American and was a finalist for the Buck Buchanan Award. Olson was named to the GoGriz.com Person of the Year award, leading all FCS teams in tackles with 151, averaging over 13 per game, a new school record. He led the Big Sky Conference and FCS with a school record 151 tackles, 57 solo, and 94 assisted, and he was 4th in the league in sacks with 6 per game and 8th in tackles for loss at 11 per game. The junior forced many fumbles, had 2 interceptions, 5 quarterback hurries, and 3 pass breakups. He finished 1st in the FCS in tackles at an average of 13.7 a game. Number 1. Crater Baseball. When you have the Prep Baseball Player of the Year on your mound, it's a strong chance that good things are going to happen. Larson Kendrick dominated high school baseball, leading the Crater Comets to the OSAA 5A state championship with 5 no-hitters, and he strung together 37 hitless innings. He didn't allow runs in his final 43 2/3 innings. He had a 9-2 record and a .71 ERA, striking out 154 batters and allowing 17 hits for the season. The All-State first team also included Comets senior shortstop Nick Bastendorf and senior third baseman Trey Frage. So it's easy to see the difficulty the selection committee had, narrowing down the 2018 Mail Tribune top 10 stories, spectacular individual efforts, incredible seasons by players impacting a team's year, and dominating performances by local standouts highlighted this year's recipients. Congratulations to all the recipients of the 2018 Mail Tribune Top 10 Stories of the Year.